Welcome to Rose City, the after show, the podcast where we dive into the world of the popular novel Rose City by author Corenna Khieu. In each episode, we will be discussing a different aspect of the book, from the complex characters to the intricate plot twists and everything in between. Check out Rose City on Kindle Vella to stay up to date as we explore unique perspectives and insight on the story. So today we are going to start the show off. We have a card question from a fun game called tonight's Card Conversation Date Night Edition. This unique deck is designed to spark engaging, thought-provoking discussions. Whether you are hoping to explore new compatibilities with a new partner, deepen your connection with your significant other, or simply liven up your game night a little bit, these cards are worth checking out. We will have a link in the description for you to purchase if you like. So the card that we have right here says, do you consider flirting while in a relationship cheating? Why or why not? Uh-oh. So y'all don't want to go first, huh? Mm-hmm. So y'all gonna just throw me out there to the wolves, huh?
Give it to us, Corenna. Start us off.
So yeah, I don't know why everybody think I'm gonna say something crazy. Yes, flirting while in a relationship is cheating. Period. I think that when people are flirting when they're in a relationship, they're really throwing bait out there. They're really trying to see who's on that same vibe as them, and you be surprised to know how many people are cheating with other people in relationships. I guess they feel like they want something that's going to balance out. They're like, we both have the same risk of losing it all, right? So you have people who will throw out little things to kind of see if they can match energy with somebody. So, there's a reason why you're flirting. Why are you flirting? Why are you flirting? Why are you flirting? You're flirting because maybe you're not satisfied with what you got. Maybe it's not about what you have. Maybe it's just that you're a greedy human being and you want everything. You just reaching on the shelf, you grabbing all type of stuff, right? So maybe it's not a situation where there's something wrong with your spouse. Maybe you are just a greedy person who wants a little bit of everything, okay? But yes, definitely flirting, it leads to cheating. A lot of people will say it's cheating. Because if you flirt with the right person and the door gets open, then what happens next? Then you tiptoeing out somebody's back door and the dog Rufus is barking. So I feel like I'm serious. I really feel like it's dangerous. It's super dangerous. I feel like whatever your issues are in your relationship where you feel something is not complete, talk to your partner one-on-one and be honest, because the moment you start opening up doors for other people to come into your relationship, it can get crazy. All three of us are very obsessed with those like stalking shows. And people's spouses be getting jacked up, male and female. Women are crazy, just as men are. So, people get murked out here. Yes, princess. People getting murked out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? And I would hate to open up the door for something crazy, and then something happened to my husband because I'm out here acting like a thot. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. So I say, stay out of it. It's risky business. You're setting yourself up for failure. Leave it alone. That's my take. What you gotta say about it, baby?
Yeah, I definitely agree. And it, like you said, it puts people in very dangerous situations, because if you're not happy at home, then leave the relationship, talk about that, have a conversation, instead of going to get other people involved and putting people in danger, because some people like to protect their investments, so, as we have seen in Rose City. So I definitely agree with everything that you said. And I do think that flirting is a form of cheating.
It is. I saw something not too long ago where the side person decided they was going to be the main person. And they was like, baby, I'm turning in receipts. Like, let me show you what we've been up to. They went in. They sent out photos. They sent everything. Audio. They were like, I met a good thing. And it just so happens to be your wife. But she mine now, player. And the person just blew their whole situation up. And the idea was like, if I can't have you, then your husband can't have you either. I was like, oh my God. Folks, don't do it. Don't do it. Alicia? What's your thought?
Finding somebody attractive and just kind of like keeping it to yourself, I think is okay. I mean, you see people that are fine. It don't matter what they look like.
You're not blind.
Yeah, you might see somebody that might be a little bit hotter. But actively flirting, like letting that person know that you like them, trying to hit on them, approaching them. Yeah, that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do anything that you don't want your partner doing,
That
basically.
part.
If
That
you're
part.
not okay with your man going to go talk to some female and letting her know that she's beautiful, then maybe that's something you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah. I mean,
Yes,
don't do
sir.
what you don't want done back. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Because then you start going crazy and all this stuff. And it's like, are you projecting? Are you projecting? Then start making up fake scenarios about what I've got going on when you the guilty party.
right. And some men are just crazy. You never know. That might unlock the crazy level. You know, he might see you flirting with somebody, and now he don't caught a case, and hopefully you got bail money.
He's not getting bailed out because he gonna wipe her out
You're
too.
gonna get
He
bail,
wiping
yeah.
her
What
nose,
did
honey.
he do?
He going after
So
that
yeah,
nose.
you don't. It's just unnecessary drama that you don't need in your
Very
relationship,
unnecessary.
and it's not healthy. It's not
Not
healthy.
at all. Not at all. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed our card question. It's something that we just do to have, some type of conversation here as an icebreaker. Rose City is all about relationships anyway and family and dynamics. And so we just want to throw an extra little twist in the mix. So, Alicia, let's start off with you because you weren't here last week and you had some very strong feelings. Would you care to elaborate?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back a little bit, just a
Go
little.
back.
Um, and it's not much. It's just I cannot stand Noah. Like I want to fight him. Like he's doing the absolute most.
Yeah, he
And
did.
I was, I was. That's basically it. And I like that Chan is starting to like, like it's clear now to Malia, that he likes her and things
Right.
are, gonna go well. But when Corenna's saying like strong feelings, like I was like, girl, Noah is a tool. Like he's doing the absolute most, and you know, find out he's married and
Soon to be married. And it was out of
right
this dating
or
thing.
soon to be married. You're
Yeah.
right. Um,
Trying to be out there trying to pick up single women. So
right,
it was one of those
right.
situations where he definitely needed some frank interaction. He definitely needed to be hung up, you know what I'm saying? He needed to be chained from that, ceiling and
Hung
beaten
by
to
the
it
saints.
of his
Um,
life. That to me was giving predator vibes for real.
right,
It was very
right,
much because people are leading with the wrong stuff. You know what I mean? Like if you need an open relationship, then go find you somebody who's compatible with giving you that, right? But for you to
right.
be out here getting ready to get married and you're like, I'm gonna go speed dating and break some hearts, you need a beating and a bad one. So I enjoyed the way Chan handled him. He got a little cuss out,
Mhm.
got tripped, got his face busted a little
Yeah,
bit.
he tripped and busted his face. I was like,
There's him, broke that eagle down. You know what I mean? Like that's what you need.
Chan.
Yeah, giving him all of what God needed him to have. So I was here for it.
And I
Mhm.
like that Malia let it happen for a minute.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let that man work.
Jump right in and be like,
Let
stop.
him
Like
work.
she let some stuff happen. And then she's like, okay, okay, that's enough. We
Honey,
said
let
more.
that man have at it. Let him defend you a little bit.
Mm-hmm. All
Hmm.
right. That's
What was
Lilia's
your
version.
thoughts, Kyrie, as we get a little toxic over here? I'm all down for a good fist fight, when it's warranted. When it's
Sometimes it's
warranted, you know?
mm-hmm.
Oh, so you just gonna leave us hanging, huh?
Uh,
Right.
my
I'll call
thoughts.
you out today. I don't care.
My thoughts on 16. I thought we were doing recap.
We
Come
were
on.
we did a little reflect on, Noah, because Alicia was really upset with, how he
Yeah.
really behaved.
Okay. So yeah. Yeah. I did not like Noah at all. I love that scene. So yeah.
Also, I think I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't. I didn't have anything else to say.
I noticed it was like Noah trying to pretend like Malia led him on to something. She didn't
Yeah.
lead him on. She made it very clear when he gonna show up and try to put his hand on her shoulder. She's like, "Can you just go to F away?" Like she was trying to be nice about it, but she just really didn't want to be bothered. And he came back acting like, "So what is this? I thought we had a vibe, sir. There was never a vibe. No means no. So if you would have got her on that boat, could you really accept it? No.
And he
No.
didn't even get it now. Like he didn't even ask. He was just like, "This is what's going to go down." And he was planning it and everything. And
I mean, he
honestly,
was like acting like he was offering her something that was really important. A moonlight cruise. You act like I've never been on a cruise before. Sorry. It's like the AC story. You know what I mean? Like I have central air at my house. Thank you. The whole house stays cool, honey. I don't
Mm.
need your wall unit. Um, you guys know about that story I told y'all.
Don't
So
be hating
he
on no
was
wall units. I
no,
got a
I'm
window.
not even hating on the wall unit. The guy tried to flex on me. He was like, "Yeah, I got a wall unit. You can come over." And I was like, "Sir, I'm married and I have central air. God has blessed my life."
Okay.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
folks. So, what was your thoughts on episode 16? Anything that just jumped out at you that were like, "No, I can't," or "Oh, I can't."
Uh, I cannot deal with Chan and his behavior at the table. I cannot. But we'll get into that later because I'm pretty sure it's on the question. So,
Oh, it's on the question.
and I was like pausing because I was like, oh God, here comes Hector. What is he gonna say or what is he gonna do? And
Yeah, Hector was a whole animal.
I was dying at this chick that he brought up to
I was like,
show off in front of Malia. I'm like, you should have left her at the door.
girl, he wasn't trying to show that off. He was trying to ditch her. He's like, "Help me."
So like, well, why would you
Right.
even bring her in the presence of a goddess? You know what I'm saying? Like, you clearly brought the help. Like, you should have just left her at the car.
He literally was like, "It's the end of the night. I'm going home with somebody." Remember that Jermaine
Somebody.
Dupri song? If I buy you a
Right.
drink and you drink it up, you going home with me. That was pretty much what Hector was doing. He was like, going home with somebody. I mean, she may not look that good, but somebody's
You
going home
know,
with me.
for her tan to be blotchy, I laughed at that. And then I'm like, who wears an orange dress in the evening for a date? You know what I mean? Like orange is, I just, everything was wrong. Blonde hair and orange.
And bad extensions.
Definitely,
Child,
definitely a depiction of somebody that's way past their prime.
That's what it said, the honey. That
yeah,
party girl
I'm still
should have been
trying to
over.
get it. It's like,
Because she was wearing a dress that was two sizes too small. Like, man,
ooh, somebody
friends, should,
comes to mind.
friends shouldn't
I'm
let friends leave the house
glad.
looking like that.
She was out there trying to get something herself.
She was like,
You
"What
know?
you got for me?" 21.
She like this hot in the 80s. I'ma still rock this.
Right. It was a bit much, that's for sure.
All
It
right.
was a bit much.
Now, our first question is, why did Hector feel the need to put Chan down about his car? It is so annoying how men always size each other up and throw shots when they feel inferior. I feel like I see this a lot in society. Oh, yeah, I agree. Men that are insecure about who they are
That
and what
part.
they have going on, they tend to belittle somebody else that is the appearance of it seems like they're doing better than what they are because they don't even know that person. Chan could have rented that car. Chan could have bought, so it's like it's just based on the outward reflection made Hector feel some type of way. And instead of him congratulating, oh, hey, nice ride, he automatically wanted to throw a foot down, a shot at his manhood, and most likely to make Malia look at him more. I don't know because I don't know what that is about guys that they think dissing another man is going to make a woman be like, oh, that was sexy. You want my number? Like, no. Like, you're so openly willing to put somebody down
Mhm.
that you don't even know. How you going to treat me? So I definitely agree. We do see that a lot. Needs to
Mhm.
stop too.
Alicia.
I thought it was funny that he was on a date and see somebody else on a date doing well and gonna walk up to them and try and size them up. I'm like, bruh, and then she's just standing there while he's obviously hitting on her. I don't care if it's in Spanish. What if she knows Spanish? You know, and I mean like telling her, leave him, come with me, blah blah blah.
I got what
Um,
you need
Right. And he's seen the car and I'm like, how are you gonna put somebody down and he's rolling hard.
in the Austin
Um,
Martin.
okay. I'm like, what are you putting down? Whatever it is better than your car. Um, so you can't like put somebody down. I don't know. It is annoying how men do that and it's stupid and like Kyrie said, nobody is gonna like if I'm on a date and some dude even walk up to me and try and approach me while I'm with my guy, and try and get at me or whatever, I'm not gonna be like, or diss the dude that I'm with, and I'll be like, oh, you know what, you right. Let me go with you. Like that's never gonna happen. It
Never.
makes you look stupid, especially if you have a date on your arm. It's like, okay, and what we gonna do with her if I did take off?
He was giving
So
out Mike energy.
girl, some serious Mike energy. But at least Mike, it seems like he would, with him dating Malia, and then I think his wife was attractive too. I don't think he would have went for the trash that was on Hector's arm. So
Yeah. I think it goes back to that Jermaine, Dupri song. If I buy you a drink and you drink it up, you're going home with me tonight because it's the end of the night. I don't really care about the quality. And I've literally heard so many of my guy friends and my brothers would be like, oh, it's cool because ain't nobody gonna know anyway. And I'm like, I think that's the difference between maybe male and females. Females are like, we're very stimulated, not just by like the fact that you have something, but like it's the whole package. Where a man can be like, Portland will say, not all the people I dealt with were attractive, but I didn't care because nobody saw that. It's kind of weird, you know. But a lot of men are very honest about, hey, they all haven't been lookers. Well, you're gonna have to be, because I'm not doing that. But to the question about Hector, he definitely was trying to flex and was for no reason. And you're supposed to be a businessman too. He's out in Portland, doing this whole development deal with condos. So, sir, what are you driving? Because I know you're not driving a Toyota. I know you're not driving. You know what I'm saying? A Honda. So stop it, okay? I'm sure you're driving luxury as well. So it's like, why is it that when two people are both successful, somebody has to be on top? No. I'm okay with my success over here. I don't have to be better than you. You know what I mean? I can do me. And so that was kind of like, I think, Hector flexing, but it was almost like thinking as well, like, I don't want anybody to have what I have. Have you ever had like you went and bought something or did something and somebody else was like, you could afford that? And they got an attitude. Yes, I can afford a lot of things, sis. It would probably hurt your feelings, And I aim to please every time. Okay, so yeah, Chan had a nice car, but to try to equate that to some kind of a package, it was just like, it didn't look good. I would have been like, you're toxic, and I can see you being in a relationship with a woman and demeaning her as well. Like, I don't trust you, Hector. You know what I mean? You have Blondie over here. You say she doesn't look that great, yet you still have her on your arm. And it just goes back to you not really having standards. Because if you felt like she was all that and then some, you wouldn't have been trying to flag down Malia and possibly, fighting Chan and giving people the middle finger. It's insecurity, and that's what it was. Don't be mad because another man can afford a nice car. I'm sure he can too. Be happy for somebody else.
I never thought about it until you just said it. Supposedly Hector does have this great job, but then it makes you think, is he being honest? Because why are you out here hating if you're rolling the same way?
Right.
So you must not have it like you said you had it.
Maybe not.
So that's a good point. I missed that.
No, and I was thinking, I'm like, because he said he owns multiple clubs on, South Beach, and he's just about a $6,000, $6,000 square foot home, and and you out here dry hating on somebody having an Aston Martin coupe. Like, you need to be like, oh, that's nice. Got a couple little nice things at my own house. So yeah, he definitely could be like for real, because people out here with
what's that new word? Oh yeah, he was capping
big, baby.
Capping.
I was telling my son about that word. I said, back in the day when somebody was capping, they were shooting. I said, now people are telling lies.
Right. My dad I said something and Kyrie was like, cap. What? And so when I found out what it was, she got popped in the mouth because I'm like,
of course.
Yeah.
Well, me no lie. Yeah, we weren't really allowed to use slang like that, especially with our parents, like amongst each other. Yeah, but our parents didn't understand it, so they thought it was like a new cuss word.
Yeah, that word is
slang was not. Yeah, slang just was not tolerated growing up. I would tell my mom, I'd be like, why are you tripping? She's like, tripping? Yeah. She told me I didn't trip.
I got popped in my mouth for saying that.
Oh, you told your mama she was tripping too, huh?
No, I just said tripping. I just said you're tripping, but I wasn't talking to her directly. I was just...
Oh, I was talking directly to mine. I didn't think it was a bad word until, she tried to like move the furniture out the way to kill me. And I was like, it just means that like you're acting out of your character, I think.
I knew
Girl,
not to
I
say
got
something to her. She had a bad attitude at work one day, and she just wanted to get. I mean, everybody got
Ooh.
on her. Your mama
Oh,
work mad
oh
about
yeah,
something, and I mean, she was just flashing on everybody that day. And I
he
said,
does
"What's wrong
that.
with you, Miss Kitty?" She said, you don't ask me what's wrong. You just came out and said wrong. It wasn't wrong." I was like, "Well, dang, let me go downstairs." But I knew not to say like, "Dang, you tripping today, Miss Kitty." But I mean, the way she went, and she looked at me too over her glasses. She's like, "What are you talking about? I'm wrong." I didn't say you were wrong. I just said, "What's wrong?" But yeah, she had a whole speech for me. I was like, "Let me go downstars. You
Honey.
stay up here. I'm
Period
good."
would call me some days and she's like, "Your mom was tripping today." I'm like, God, I'm glad other people see she could be mean. It's also embarrassing. Like, do you
When
have
she's
to
in a bad mood, everybody gets it. It don't matter. You
everybody?
just walk in and say good morning, and she, mm-hmm.
Me wearing a shirt like this, and she was in a bad mood, she'd tell me I was gonna die of pneumonia. Like, you're gonna get pneumonia in the chest, you're
I
gonna die.
had on a tank top because I actually had to do some cleaning there, some heavy cleaning, and it was late. I mean, it was going to be hotter later that day. I would come in the morning, but I had a tank top on, and she was like, "You got your shoulders at? Well, you gonna put some on your arms? My arms?" She was yeah. She didn't want my shoulders and my arms out.
Yeah, too sexual.
Miss Kitty,
You
Miss
know,
Kitty.
gonna send the men straight to hell for the lust that they feel in their hearts.
God bless her.
them shoulders, baby.
And shoulders, honey, knees and toes.
Sending folks to hell with them shoulders.
It's true.
Hmm.
I don't know. At least see the next person do it.
Could you imagine Judgment Day? And you get sent to hell because of that day you had your shoulders out.
Yeah, what
Girl,
Jesus?
I'd be
You
like, well,
have
you
your
know what?
shoulders. Like, don't send them to
I tell God to his face, just say you didn't want Corenna there because now you making up excuses, Playboy. Because your shoulder was exposed that day. But I got some really cute shoulders though. Like I really, a
You
little
gave me
definite.
these shoulders.
You feel
Can
me?
we talk
You know
about
what I'm saying?
that?
I'm here looking at my definition. I'm like, I think I have a little tan from Mexico still, but whatever. Um,
Kareem,
huh?
you better put them shoulders.
Put that shoulder away. Oh.
Okay. Do you think Malia's lust for Chan may be causing her to miss important clues about his character? She seems super into him as they walk down the street. Um, I don't know. I don't think Malia is dumb. I think because, well, I guess yes. Because
What?
no, yeah, because she likes him so much, she's missing. I mean, this man tripped somebody and put them on their face.
He deserved it though. You know,
Yeah, I mean, I guess he did tell her what he does for a living, but I was like, man, Cap, we all know that.
there's a little bit more to that story.
There's some more to that. So yeah, she may miss. Well, not. She could miss certain clues because she's so into him, and she just loses herself when she's with him. It's like it seems like with any other guy or with anybody, even females or whatever, she's like cued into their character. She could, figure out certain things about them or whatever. And then with Chan, it's just like, oh, he's just so hot. He could do anything. And she's
And that
just,
face and that
looks
body.
over.
Oh God, it's
Yeah,
mesmerizing. Oh,
you
Jesus.
know. So she might miss some stuff when it comes to him. Um, yeah, I think her lust for him is getting in the way of a few things. But there's been a few
That
clues
lust is a
as to
powerful
his
tool.
violent streak, and then his hot and cold, like in the car, how he switched up on her real quick, and then tried when he saw that she realized that he switched up. He's like, oh, hold on, wait, okay,
Because maybe,
now I gotta be nice
yeah.
with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a flag right there. I'd be like,
Flag on the play, baby.
I knew about you, yeah. So, oh, prank. Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
love me. You don't love
Lust
me.
can make her miss a few things. It's going to have to be waved in her face when it comes with Chan. It's not nothing
Oh
she's
yeah.
going to pick up on her own, or even if she did, she gonna overlook it because he's so hot. So
No, Alicia, he's just so fine. He's
so fine,
so fine. So
too
fine.
fine, too fine.
Too fine. That was our word back in the day, and we're not ever gonna let it go. Mm-mm. You
Mm-mm.
fine. You fine, fine. Kyrie, go ahead, girl.
Um, at this point, she hasn't really seen a lot for I feel like for us to make a definitive statement, but I don't just feel like it's lust though, because she is having these dreams too, and I really think she hasn't been in a relationship in over 5 years, and she's holding out hope for something. And then, now Chan has presented himself, but I do feel like because she is so hopeful, I don't feel like it's the lust. I just feel like it's the hopefulness, the desire to have a relationship and to be with somebody real and honest and, finally have something for herself that she's banking on more than just trying to get in Chan's pants. So I think that can kind of cause her to overlook a few things, just wanting to, finally have a relationship.
I think it's a mixture of hope and a whole lot of less. Like when she was walking down, the street with him arm in arm, and baby, she was sizing up that body, yaddy. I mean, she was like, "Ooh, if he ain't mine, I'm gonna pretend." You know what I mean? Like she was like, "I can pretend for a little bit, even if he's not mine." Praise God. The brother looking real nice. But again, going back to them damn dreams, I think that okay for me, right? I'm the type of person I dream. I ain't never dreamed about nothing like this because this would have been real wild. But sometimes, like when you have dreams, you're like, my dream is a signal. It's something telling me something, right? So I feel like she's probably thinking, this got to be the universe. It's got to be God. He's putting all this together. Why would God, the universe, whatever you want to say, I call it God, but why would God allow me to have all these good dreams about this man coming into my life if it wasn't for me to become head over heels and just into him, right? So I think the dreams have got her just like not really seeing things because he knew information about Noah's life. She didn't even question like, well, how do you know that though, sir? Like, I mean, you seem to be all knowing. Are you tracking everybody in town? Like what is happening here? So she didn't even, question that. And I mean, I wouldn't have questioned him tripping Noah and seeing Noah fall flat on his face because it was definitely warranted. He disrespected the lady and it was up to him to defend her honor. And I was all here for it. Do I think that maybe she might be missing some clues? I mean, yeah, maybe, I don't know because it's still early on in the game. Like she didn't even anticipate seeing him tonight. She was going out with Eva to this speed dating thing that she had drug her to. So, the fact that he showed up after Toxic Mike, let it be known that, you ain't never going to have no peace without me. Like, what did you say the other day, Alicia? I wrote it down, but
You will never know no peace.
that's basically the energy that Mike is on. Like, you're never going to know peace if you don't give me what I want. So I will harass you. I will harass your family. I got ways of making people submit to me. If I got to use what I got to use, I'm going to use it. So, she already went through all of that and then went to the bar and then told Noah to go away kindly, thought that he was gone. Oh, sexy Chan showed up, honey. And then comes back and there's a whole problem that breaks out. And then it's like, he dealt with it. But again, I think it's still so new in the situation that if there are any red flags, she hasn't really been able to see him because she, hasn't seen him since the first night that, he dropped her off. So I don't think she's seeing anything quite right now, but maybe, how like we talk about having that feeling or the flutters or like that warning in your spirit. Like they were saying that it's not a good idea if you think about somebody and you feel butterflies or your stomach like does that. It's like a bad sign. You're supposed to see somebody and feel peace and calm. And if you don't, it is a bad sign. So I think, she's feeling all the flutters and she's just being like, no, I'm just carried away by him and his essence and his aura. And this is a whole man, honey. Like he ain't just a man. Like he's a man. Like he's got it. I think she is just carried away by his whole essence. I don't think she's ever met anybody like him that has just blown her away. So yeah, we're going to see what happens. But I definitely think it's a lot of hope and a whole lot of lust.